How's it going, people? We traveled to Germany, and the movie we're going to be discussing is Hagazussa, a gothic folk tale. Yes, yes, yes. So come join us. Enjoy the fun. Enjoy the show. How's everybody doing?
Good. Very good.
Seeing Snobs was good, but gents, how you guys doing?
Doing all right.
How you guys doing? Chilling, chilling.
Another work day.
Yeah, another day, another dollar, all that good stuff.
For me, it's just a Tuesday.
Ha. Same, man. Hopefully you can pull up with us Thursday. But Chad misses you so much it's breaking him up inside. He was talking about that earlier. You can see it in his eyes. But
Where you at, Mick?
He's at a football game or something. His son, maybe.
What did you guys think of this film? Trevor, actually, I'm going to start with you with this.
That's sexual harassment, Mick. You'll hear from my lawyer.
Right? I just had that clap.
Yes, Mr. Manhattan.
He missed the class. James, you're HR. You got to talk to him. God.
No, you don't want me to be HR.
You got to talk to him. When you see him on camera, you got to talk to him again.
I'll be listening. They'll tell the story. I'm like, that's it? But you think he has a good ass? Go ahead. You're free. Get out of my office.
Right?
You said dead ass? Oh, my gosh. But no, though, seriously. Like, with this movie here, I was confused for all of it.
It's one
I
of
had
those
no
movies.
idea what the fuck was going on. And even more so because there was not a lot of dialogue. And then just the visuals, like the scenery was beautiful, especially when they're showing like the mountains and all that. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. As a matter of fact, I think one of my favorite scenes, as far as like a scenery shot, so to speak, is spoiler alert, but you guys know we're a spoiler show. The end of the movie, the fire.
Oh
yeah,
where you see the church like engulfed in flames, and then you just see the background of it. I was like, this is real. Like, it would be nice to be sitting by that fire, like smoking and chilling and shit. But maybe not that fire. I'm just saying, like, around a fire.
Let me jump in really, really quick as you're talking specifically about the cinematography, and I'd like to talk to you later. But the cinematographer actually does most of her work for German television. Her name was Mario Baccaro. And as I said, I just want to mention it now so you can remind me later. This was amazingly impressive cinematography. So, yeah, I just wanted to point that out. But please continue.
Oh no, that was basically my main thing. That was my main thing. Like, the cinematography in this movie was amazing. Like, just the way they did things. I even liked how, speaking of the cinematography, where I don't remember the damn names.
Albron.
It was Albron.
Albron.
When she was grown, and then the dude. No, it was before the dude showed up. It was Albert and the lady that they were sitting on the hill before they went and talked to that dude or whatever.
Swinda. Okay.
Swinda. And like, I was kind of foggy, but you still kind of seeing the trees in the background and stuff. Like, I like how they made it like kind of foggy, like right here, and kind of blurry-esque here, where it was kind of closer. How like the
forced perspective.
Yes, that was closer to them, but what was further out was so much clearer because they really it was like they wanted you to focus on them. And then maybe see a little bit of where it was still nice, but it was just, I love the scenery. I love the cinematography, the scene. It was just like, I want to go there and just sit outside. Like I said, just pass a peace pipe.
Yeah, everything was there, so actually. Clear.
Well, we're here. I'll question anybody else if they saw it, because I've recently watched the movie twice. As far as cinematography, now toward the end of the film, as Albron makes her mental descent or her acceptance of her cycle of being a witch. Where's I going with this? 1 second. We were talking about cinematography. Yes. Okay. So as that's happening, there's a point in which it almost looks like she's looking into a mirror, but it's just her facing us. And the lighting is so perfect because it goes from one angle where she looks like she's older, then there's an angle that looks like she's so much younger. And it's those little nuances in what is already a beautiful cinematic palette that, I do hope that, we see more from Mariel Barquero. And she's done a few things, but to the quality of this film, cinematography, I would love to see her do more.
I agree. I agree. I agree 1,000% with what you just said there, because this was just.
This movie reminded me of the movie Vitch.
The Witch? Yeah.
The
Witch.
Well, it's two V's next to each other. It spells witch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, Sturdy and James, you mentioned about how I thought about the film. And I'll let you talk about it because it's bringing up the witch is really, really important with this film. So, James,
really,
what were the connections that you made with
it? Is just how the story played out. How it was a slow burn. Like just that we're talking about the cinematography.
Yeah.
It reminded me the same colors, the shades, and everything they used in the Witch. And even the scenery. It was like a cabin out in the nowhere. And they had goats. Like she had a goat she milked. Kind of bestiality going on there. A little fucking.
No, yo.
Well, there was more than that in this movie.
Listen.
I mean, this goes all the way to cannibalism and infanticide.
Yeah.
So, rubbing a goat's balls is not great, but it's not the worst you're gonna see in the film.
It was wild.
Yeah.
She was milking the shit out of it. I was like, yo, this is wild.
I was like, where's she going with this? She's leaning. Then all of a sudden she has her hand up. I was like, is that milk or something else?
I mean, after a year, I don't know. I would wait beyond a year or 2 years if it came down to being turned on by goat pheromones.
Jesus.
But I can't speak for Albrun,
Yeah.
That was a weird ass scene.
It was weird.
Well, there's a lot of weird ass scenes in this movie, but the really cool thing is almost all the weird ass scenes have a distinct dramatic folkloric meaning. And it's just really this tight film. Now, you said about The Witch. So this is very firmly in the genre we like to call folk horror. And that spans all over the place. But a lot of time we talk about a trinity of folk horror films. The Blood on Satan's Claw, Wicker Man, not the new one. We don't want to the Nicolas Cage one, no. And then also this wonderful Vincent Price film called The Witchfinder General. Now, those films kind of make up the basic concepts of what is folk horror. But folk horror really ended up having a renaissance in about the 2010s. And the first big one was Eggers' The Witch. This was a film that presented folk horror and witch trials and persecutions in a way that made your brain tingle like a Mario Bava or something like that. So you have that film, 2015-ish, and then you jump to Hagazussa, and that's 2017. And you jump another couple years and you had Midsommar. I truly believe that The Witch, Hagazussa, and Midsommar are the contemporary trilogy of how we define folk horror. And that's what spurred me. So thank you, James.
No problem. But I don't know. Just I got that vibe, and I like The Witch. So
Witch is beautiful.
It's like Sturdy said. It's kind of confusing at first. There's part you're like, what the hell's going on? But then you're like, oh, okay, you catch it. Because I told Sturdy, I was like, hey, Sturdy, it's one of those movies like The Witch. You got to pay attention to this shit. And by the way, did you guys know the baby was dead all the time? At the end, towards the end.
No.
Where she got raped and went and killed her goat. They killed the baby too.
Well, there's a certain point. Okay, so like any folk horror film, or especially a folk horror film about a witch. There's a certain point where you have to start thinking, what is reality? What is something else? And what is potentially how horrible somebody can do something when they're under the influence of a possible psychedelic that might bring out mental illnesses. So it isn't until you actually see the child covered in worms and dirt that it really hits.
Yeah.
Oh, she did kill her child.
It
was not metaphorical, because she figures out that, oh my God, I did this. So if I've gone this far, then yes, I continue the cycle of the single mother who is persecuted and called a witch, and then eventually, out of almost necessity, becomes somewhat of a witch and goes back to the old ways, and it goes over again and again and again. And movies like this are important now because we're dealing with persecution of a lot of marginalized groups. This is a lot of folk horror is really steeped in a distinct feminist theory view. And I think this is just a beautiful film that really rides that line. Okay, at what point does Alburn actually know what she's doing?
I realized the baby was dead when she was standing there at the pond and the maggots fell down on the ground. I was like, oh, the baby's dead.
Decay.
I was like,
yeah, very much a sign of decay.
Then yes. Wait, no. I'm lying. It was after that. I didn't even think about it with the maggots.
No,
because
I saw that right there. I was like, I think that baby's dead already. But then it'll show it crying. But that's what she sees. To her, the baby's still alive.
Well, if you go back to the mushroom she eats, you have more maggots. And when, I say maggot, you say trash. I say maggot, you say decay. So that mushroom, whatever it represents, was kind of after the discovery of this weird collection of feathers and everything. It's like, okay, I drop this and I'm off somewhere else. I really think a lot of the underwater scenes, which are beautifully photographed yet again by Mary Barquero, I think that at that point, she is not there and capable of knowing her facilities. So I think she does, kill the child there, but it doesn't really sink in until after we at least know the initial effects of that mushroom have taken place, because there's a lot of references toward the end is that psychedelic could come back continually. So, is she really a Hagazussa, which is a female witch on real level or not? Yeah, if we can say everything that we saw, we take it for face value as yes, she has become what she does not want to be. She becomes what society told her she was going to be as early as a child. So,
yeah.
What
do you think about it, Chad?
It was weird, man. It was definitely weird. I was there, in the beginning, I'm like, is anybody talking this fucking shit?
That was my thing. Yo,
okay,
that was my biggest thing with this, because I'm like,
I like that.
I wanted more dialogue. Like, I wanted more to just, I don't know. I feel like I would, because I did enjoy the movie. I did like the movie. I feel like I've connected and I got a better understanding for it with more dialogue.
Well, without the dialogue, I was focused. It made me focus more on the scene.
Symbolism. Right. Yep, straight up symbolism.
But then I may have to watch it again. Honestly. I'm not going to, but maybe I'd have to watch it.
Like that weird transition though, whenever her mom dies and next thing you know, she has a kid and she's just hanging out. That shit fucked with me for a hot minute, because I was like, I know I'm just chilling right now, but I ain't chilling that much.
Or,
So-
you know, when you
so I
get
was
to
like,
the
what the
very,
fuck just
very
happened?
end,
And then-
you see it's her mom staring at her.
Yeah,
And
like, it's
that's
just
when you
weird.
just, you know, whether it's metaphorical or not, she has ended up where she did not want to be and where her mother did not want to be, because her mother, okay, so let's look at the mother of the young Alburn. So they're running home because of a percha. And a percha is a female witch, but it's a female witch that specifically is mischief based around like the 12 days of Christmas, the darkest days in the German Alps. So, with that, you're introduced to the idea of, oh, you two are out and about at a time that your soul can be taken. And that leads us into the superstition. And from there, that, you know, is a lot of this film and a lot of folk horror films, you know, really deal with this idea of the other, uh, you know, witchcraft, that you know, it's like xenophobia, which we deal with today and multiple other things. But it's really, you know, what I liked about the movie overall is I felt that it had as much of a punch as far as watching the decay potentially mentally, even if what we're seeing her do or she's seeing is not really reality, is, you know, as intense, you know, getting, you know, not, you know, repulsion level, but just really, you know, she's eating her child and then it just hits her that she's gotten to that point of primalness and she vomits and gets sick, but by doing so she sees her mother, and it's just, what am I going to do? My interpretation of the end in the house was that just they decide to burn themselves as a, you know, how, you know, the references to witch burning and stuff like that is, you know, how do you get out of that cycle? You burn yourself as a witch.
I did find myself laughing a good bit because every time they would say the word witch, I would just think she's a witch from like Monty Python. And then whenever the fucking dude's like carrying the carriage with like the two dead bodies and you hear like the church bell in the back, I just kept hearing "Bring out your dead." I'm just like, God damn it.
Oh,
There's no good place for the lumberjack song though, unfortunately.
Right.
Oh man!
I like infanticide and I'm okay. Okay, that could get you flagged. I'm sorry about that.
Very small.
Good. Oh man, this movie, man. It was like, again, I enjoyed it. I just wish there was more. Again, I wish there was more dialogue to it. But with I guess I just didn't understand the visuals. I didn't pick up on the visuals too much as far as like what the story being told with the visuals. There was something I definitely missed.
Well, this is very much a European take on witchcraft.
It is real white.
That's you know, it's straight up German. It's set in the Alpines, but it's a very different take on witchcraft than what we understand as witchcraft, which is, you know, Connecticut and New England and the witch trials and all those things. That's our perception of witchcraft. Any other perception of witchcraft we've picked up from other places. So yeah, this is going to be confusing for, you know, anybody. I mean, watching this multiple times, I had to deep dive a couple things because this is specifically German and it's set in the Alps. So it's very much connected into German mythology, especially 15th century element German mythology. But you can jump over to a country here and a country there and do a folk horror. It's totally different. So no, it is one of those movies I would recommend seeing twice if you would want to, just so you know, your body and mind can process that. Because it's kind of like Overdrive, because you're trying to put all the connections together, and then by, you know, the second time it's like, oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah, that's exactly what it is with this one. It's one of those you have to watch twice, maybe 3 times to just really, because again, it's not very dialogue driven, and that's
Right.
just shit. That's what got me with it. Honestly, that's what got me with it. So, with that said, um, I can't just base it off of the cinematography and stuff. And again, even just off of our conversation, I would have to go back from remember what we just discussed to get that better understanding, but actually just like witnessing it as I'm watching it. So I'm gonna give it a 5.
Cool.
And that's only because of literally because of a misunderstanding with the film. So I can't say it was an 8, but it wasn't a bad movie from what I got and from what I'm pulling from you guys, though. But James, what do you think? What do you give this?
Well, I'm higher than you because I like these type of movies. I like the folklore movies. I like Midsummer.
I love
it's like a mind bender movie. It makes you think and try to pay attention and see if there's like Trevor said symbolism and shit. So I gave this one a 7.
7. Nice. And how about you, Trevor?
I've talked really high about this film, but I'm gonna give it an 8.
Nice.
I do think things I just generally like about the movie is the time period, and Eggers' film is this way, and Ari Aster's film is also very influenced by Michael Haneke, Gaspar Noé, Lars von Trier, that, to an extent, Bela Tarr, that whole like new wave of European director. And I love how it's like Luca Figerfeld is the director for this, Lucas. He does a really good job of taking the old but processing that it does feel like Michael Haneke, or even if you take it further back, feels like a darker Bergman like Hour of the Wolf. And it's the atmosphere alone, I think, makes this a very fascinating watch. So yeah, I give it an 8.
Okay. How about you, Chad?
I'm going to join you with the 5, sir. Because I wasn't a big fan of The Witch either.
Oh, you are?
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of Robert Eggers.
Okay.
I liked Lighthouse. That was about it.
Lighthouse is awesome.
He fucked up Romulus. And then, but like these movies, I don't know. Like, I know my ex would have loved it because she was a Wiccan and she's all about the witch shit. Like, she used to live in Salem, so she's huge into like the witchcraft and everything, and pretty much anything that has to do with witches. I didn't mind this movie as much as like I thought it was better than The Witch. But it definitely looked good. But I wish there was more dialogue.
Yeah.
But the one thing I couldn't figure out either was, did the one chick poison the apple? Because remember the chick brought her the apple, and then later on you see the apple on the floor by the mouse or the rat.
Oh, like she took a bite.
She just kind of stares at it. So like I was thinking maybe she knew it was poison, like subconsciously somehow. So like she didn't eat it. Because they were definitely on the verge of trying to kill her anyway.
I didn't think of that about the apple. I don't know. Oh, damn.
Because you know what? That's a good.
Because they definitely had their way with her whenever they were on the hill.
Yeah, they did that.
Well,
and then
they raped her.
Right. Yeah. Remember, she had the rat though. I didn't know if maybe the rat bit the apple and that's why he died. So she threw it in the water supply.
No, she kills the rat. There's a good reason why she kills the rat.
She kills the rat. Didn't the rat go after the? Oh, wait a minute.
What? So,
something. Okay, so wait a minute. When they killed, was the baby in the goat when they killed the goat, and did the rat go over and start gnawing at the baby?
No.
Okay.
No.
So I was gonna say, you see like blood on the rat's mouth when you seen her carrying it. So it went.
Oh, that because rats, you kill them, break their neck or anything, they automatically bleed out of their mouth for some reason.
Yeah.
I thought it was eating something because there was blood on its face. Okay.
See, that's why I wasn't sure if it maybe ate the fucking apple and then like whatever. I thought it was pretty funny when she throws it in their water supply and then pisses on it.
Yeah.
Well, the apple itself, Swinda is a strange character.
She is.
You can read her in a couple ways. One reading I took was actually as the devil. And that seems interesting for somebody who is deemed a witch and supposedly of a heritage of witch to be tested by the devil, which at this point, she still honestly could think she's not a witch, and maybe she's not. Swinda is also the worst possible thing that people would deal with who are persecuted in the 15th century. Swinda wants to make trouble. She wants to, put fear into Alburn's life. I say she's kind of a devil because she kind of tempts her and tries to make her feel like she belongs. But Swinda also says things that would get her slapped, like, well, you're safe up in our mountains. Yeah, so, Swinda represents that group of people who hate Alburn for no other reason than people feel she has to be a witch because when her mother died, she had signs of being a witch, which honestly was just probably extremely metastasized cancer. But it was deemed a sign of a witch. And in this case, it was quite amazing because, the church was like, we're just walking away from this one. So we aren't talking about inquisitors and stuff like that from Connecticut. This is, more of a European sensibility of we just, just stay away.
Stay away.
Stay away. And that's the thing, people would be persecuted for reasons they should not be. Now, people shouldn't be persecuted, but a single mom, well, that must be a witch. A woman who is in her 20s who is not married, that must be a witch. So-and-so's family doesn't like so-and-so's family, so so-and-so's family makes things look like their family are heathens. As we see on a daily basis, human beings really kind of blow at humanity. And this is a tale from the 15th century. It was really, really bad back then.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't, it's yeah. So, I think that Alburn in the end is a very sad character.
Oh,
and
fuck yeah.
hopefully by her coming to a point in which she loses her eyes. You've all heard the old adage, your eyes are the window of the soul. The soul is the window of your eyes. Of course, you can connect that to all kind of folklore. But in this case, in her mind, or literally, she is fully given her soul to the devil. She is Hagazussa number 1. If you read it in a literal.
It clicked, James. It clicked. How you were saying that her baby was dead the whole time. When
not the whole time. I mean, just when I figure, unless I'm wrong on this, when she got raped and she was they strangled her, she was out for days. They went to her house, killed the baby and the goat.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
That's what I got. I could be wrong. I don't know when exactly
I
when
think
the
that's
baby
a good
died.
reading. Yeah,
that is a good reading.
That is a really good reading.
Goes in,
because what I was thinking real quick is how she would just take off a lot, either to play with the goat or to fucking go play on the hill or to go masturbate in the barn. Or no, actually, no, that's when she was knocked out in the barn. No. That wasn't when she was knocked out in the barn because then she went to the hill after. What I was basically saying is it seemed like she left the baby alone a lot. And when you were saying that the baby was already passed away.
Well, I mean, she had to run a farm. I mean,
no one's there. I'll be there.
There was, and then the way that
small farm, but still.
The way that what the fuck is her name? Swanson, whatever.
Swinda.
Thank you.
Swanson.
Samsonite.
The way that she was looking at the baby, like staring at the baby, and then again, just by going what you said, when the baby was in the crib, she was just staring at, like the way she was just like bending over staring. I'm like, this is weird. Why is she
That's when
looking at it like that?
I think that's when she just went full delusional. That's why she picked it up like this, and that's why the baby wasn't eaten because it's dead. She'll keep putting her tit in the baby's mouth, and she hears the baby crying like it don't want to eat, but it's dead. It can't eat. That's why it's not sucking on her tit.
Oh my goodness! That just see that if that's the case, and say that's if the baby is passed through the whole movie like that, or from when she's an adult and all that, that's crazy. And then you're wondering why she's, if that's the case, and then it's like, if you go from that and then you go back to her childhood, which you seen like the signs of her mother where they said she was a witch or she had cancer, whatever the case may be, but she went through a lot from that, and then to just like everything else from her adult. I'm like, she had just a horrible fucking life.
I mean, she was
trauma
future. Well, trauma is a huge theme in this film. Trauma and isolation,
literally from
and that's
beginning
what she
to
deals
end.
with. Yeah,
literally from beginning to end. I mean, and you could also go to when it was just like, from what they were showing in the movie in the beginning, it's just like her and her mom, and the trauma that she had to deal with that, and the isolation with being just her and her mother, and then the isolation of being just her and her child, or so we think of her and her child.
Then when Swinda started talking to her, she started feeling better about herself. She's like, "Oh my god, I have a friend. Someone's like talking to me."
Yeah, I mean, and that's what makes Swinda such an evil character, and I almost like to compare her to a devil, who is playing a game with somebody who has a very, very fragile psyche. And Swinda is just disgusting. And I honestly think, as far as the baby thing goes, I think either you hit it on the head with the fact that Swinda went back and literally set everything up that she is now officially going to get totally screwed as a witch. But it's also interesting that when she takes the mushroom and she walks through a field, and there's a distinct change in the cinematography and everything seems very bright, but it's also a point in which she crosses paths with a person who is burning people who are dying of the plague.
Yes.
Bringing it back to that rat. So plague itself, rats, whatever. Why does she urinate on the rat? The urination on the rat is a revenge for whatever she did to the baby and the goats. By doing that, that is a dramatic witchcraft practice to defecate or urinate on an animal like a rat, who is a rat, to bring about retribution to someone or something.
Wow.
So yeah, that's actually a legitimate thing. So it wasn't like the director was like, "Hey, let's have her piss on her."
No, that's how I took it. I was like, she's going full witch now because she's doing a witch curse. She's doing a curse.
Dark ass pee.
Dark, yeah. She needs some water in her.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, she looked pretty dehydrated. I mean,
yeah, she did.
She did.
I mean, you can't, live off baby alone. So
you can't.
I mean, she had plenty of goats.
Yeah, and also the goat thing is and you're going to see it in The Witch, and you're going to see it, in Midsommar.
It's the symbolism for the devil.
Symbolism for Baphomet. Yeah. The goat
you see
and
that
Black
a lot.
Pete and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So yet again, that's a thing that everybody is probably has goats, but she also happens to have that one black goat. So evil. So,
and that's the one she cared about the most.
Yeah.
Maybe she wouldn't be dehydrated if she stopped masturbating all the time. Take a break.
Hey, listen, man. Sometimes you gotta masturbate.
Like, that thing is so weird. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" I was so confused. I was like, "She getting turned on by the milk, the tit? Like, what's going on?"
I mean, there's a lot of repression. I mean, she's a single mom who everyone feels is a witch. So she doesn't just live in the alpine forest. She's going as far as away from humanity as possible into the alpine forest.
Mm.
Any connections to human beings that she gets are horrible and are always, at least referring to her as a witch.
Mm-hmm.
As I said, I mean, personally, animal pheromones don't do anything for me, but I don't know her level of repression. I mean, this is the thing. Swinda basically secured her life to continue even again, because you have to make the assumption that what happened, that she was raising a child, was a very similar situation in which she was abused and assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Bringing back that trauma again, being a tipping point for whatever she actually goes through, metaphorically or literally.
Yeah. Wow. Shit.
I want to know how she got her mother's body back to the cabin when she passed out in the snow.
Use those muscles, man.
She's a witch. How else?
She got the goats and dragged her.
Alpine use. So it's like, Mama, just grab you up.
Probably. That could have been it too.
Maybe she squatted over and pissed in her face, and she woke up and walked herself.
I'm just glad I didn't live back in.
Yeah,
Me too.
I would die automatically. If I went back and someone put me back in the 15th century right now,
listen, I'd be dead a lot faster than you guys.
This
As far as how they go into work.
Thing. When you see a movie set in the 15th century and you can watch it and you can almost imagine with your senses based on the visuals, oh my God, this must smell like shit. Oh, yeah. And this film is one of those films. I mean,
listen,
it gets you down deep and dirty, and a lot of things visually also.
Yeah, down deep and dirty. Like, down deep and dirty has a whole new meaning. When you way back then, that shit, it's like that. No.
Yeah,
plague that was spread by a lot of shit. So
yeah, that was, oh my goodness, just their hands were so damn. Her hands were so filthy. I'm just like, you're doing all this.
Running water in the 15th century.
I mean, at least shake them off in the lake or something. There's still dirt on your. You could at least just something. I get it though.
She's pleasuring herself and everything. I know, it's crazy.
Oh man,
but her dirty ass fingers.
Well, it's all dirty down there, I guess. Though.
Whatever gets you off, I guess.
She got hit.
Living close to the ground.
It was a strange flick, yo.
It is, but I like them because that's what these folklore movies are. They're like, because it's other cultures and what they believe in, like their superstitions and all that stuff. And you just sit there, you go,
right?
Damn, they're weird. How they think of this stuff? That makes what? You thought, and we thought we were crazy with our shit, But they're like, what are you talking about? They talked about us. They're like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? With their shit, So.
I mean, we've done a few like Indonesian films and stuff like that. And a lot of those are folk horror based.
Yep.
And that's the real wild thing about folk horror. And folk horror is a very huge definition nowadays. But that also includes cryptids, yokai to an extent, mythologies and folklores from around the world, however they might be used in literature, film, music, etc., etc. So, that's one of the things that makes folk horror so much fun is there's literally, it's like a tree and it just branches out and keeps branching out. And it's one of my favorite subgenres.
I do like it a lot as well. Did you, Trevor, did you see the director's cut of Midsommar?
No, I did not.
I haven't either.
I
want to so bad. Like, I can deal with long movies if it's something that I really enjoyed, and that was something I really did enjoy because I believe it's like another extra half hour.
Yeah, I think it makes it like 3. So
yeah. So, but I'm like, I want that. I want that because I got to see that. Did you see that? Or are you not into folklore really though? You said so. Did you watch Midsommar though, Chad?
No,
didn't even. I would say I don't blame you, but I do like that kind of stuff. But you said you don't, so
I see it twice.
2.5 hours. I don't blame you. Did you?
I watched it, and then we did the pod. We reviewed it.
So I may have watched it twice too. Then because I know we reviewed it, but yeah, that was another good one I want to see again. And what was the Ritual? That was a good one.
The Ritual is a good one.
That was from shit.
Isn't that the forest protector? That fucking tall,
that beast looking. Yeah. That was good.
You know, it's weird. I mean, Baskin is in its own way very much a folk horror film. It's a folk horror film in a way that is, you know, it got a lot of authors, Algernon Blackwood, M.R. James, they're, you know, keys to folk horror, but you kind of end up having to, you know, put in H.P. Lovecraft there. And that is the, you know, H.P. Lovecraft area of folk horror.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I still got to watch that. It's on my my watch list.
Oh, the Ritual?
No, Baskin.
Yeah.
Oh, Baskin. Oh, yeah, you got to watch that.
It's interdimensional.
Wow.
And that's why I make a connection to Lovecraft and how it's folk horror in a Lovecraft way. But no, I highly recommend Baskin to anybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
It is honestly, in my opinion, the best Turkish horror film ever. And yeah, there have been a fair number of them. So
it is a wild film.
Yeah, I remember watching the review you guys did on it because I had it on there on my thing to watch it before you guys did that shit, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then you guys talked about it. I'm like, yeah, I really got to watch this now.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was worth
I haven't made it.
It was worth the freaking watch, man. Like, I don't know where the hell Trevor found that movie, but I'm glad he did. I'm so glad he did.
Find weird shit, apparently.
Hey, listen.
Yeah, hey. They're good.
It works. It works. It works.
I watch a lot of off the wall shit too. But it's like goofy ass shit, like trauma level type shit.
Which is awesome.
Right.
Lloyd Kaufman is
Uncle
I
Lloyd's
wouldn't go as far to say he's the Roger Corman, but he's a pretty like Skid Row Sarm Arkoff. I got to give him love.
Yeah, Uncle Lloyd's out there.
Oh yeah. I was very happy to see he did make a appearance in the Toxic Avenger remake.
Yeah.
It was not as bad as I thought it would be. It was entertaining.
It was really good. I
really enjoyed it. I'd rather go back and rewatch the originals, but this was a really fun, cool movie. And it was a nice love letter to the Toxie fans.
Yes, for sure. I always get iffy with remakes and shit and reboots, and they did it all right.
I don't know what that says, but that's what we're doing.
Hambrick Gula? Is it an Indian film?
That's what it sounds like to me.
Pubic
I'll check it out and let you know, Trevor.
It means pubic hair.
I don't think it means that. Oh man.
Steel wool.
I think it's a.
If it's something like they're going off their folklore thing, it could be some kind of like that one movie we watched. It's like a demon, some type of demon, or
like that Freddy movie we watched.
Makahal. Indian horror is really interesting because you have a whole element of Indian horror that is like connected with the Indian gods. So you like have Shiva battling monsters and stuff. It's with musical numbers. Huh?
So this is from Indonesia?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Interesting.
The English title is Sugar Mill.
Oh.
Say Sugar Milk?
No, Sugar Mill.
Oh.
Mill.
Okay.
But that'll be Thursday's movie.
Nice.
Cool.
And
I didn't find out.
Oh no, go ahead. I wasn't saying anything.
I was gonna say I did find it interesting that this is the second movie in 3 weeks where the main character is blind by the end of the movie.
Oh yeah, that's good point.
In a very similar way, yeah.
Right.
Yep.
I was like, I see it.
Yo, actually,
their death.
Actually, in Baskin, somebody goes blind in an eye too. Not in the
that scene is wild.
Yo,
it's worth watching just for that scene.
I'm gonna have to watch that tomorrow.
Oh,
you should.
Gotta.
I'm off tomorrow.
If I remember, I'll remind you.
It's on my Prime queue.
Okay,
Nice.
good.
I got about 40 movies on there I gotta watch. I just keep watching other shit.
I would like to know, like, what you feel about when you come on again, coming on the live again with us next week, and letting us know what you feel about the live. If you get a chance to watch it between now and then,
Right?
Just because
this weekend I binge watched that Ed Gaines shit. So
how was it?
Good.
It looks good. Like it's filmed good. It's interesting, but there's a lot of shit wrong. Like I watched a lot of serial killer shit, and they added so much shit that didn't happen.
Yeah,
that's disappointing. I'm not even gonna waste my time with it then.
But Charlie does a hell of a good job playing that game. Like he's creepy as fuck. He has the voice down. Like the makeup they did on him was perfect. Like he looked really good.
So what is it supposed to be, like a series, like a little mini series, right?
Yeah, it's 8 episodes.
Yeah,
it could have only been 4, but
was it Hulu or Netflix?
Netflix. Okay.
Well, it's kind of like Discovery Plus had those shock docs.
Shock docs.
Mm-hmm.
I think one of them was Ed Gein. I watched it.
Was it?
But that's more
Netflix that released Dahmer. That was the mini series.
Yeah.
I kind of got that this was because Dahmer's success was so much that this was going to be hopefully their.
Yeah, they did Dahmer for
follow-up.
the first season of Monster, and then the second season I think was the Menendez brothers.
Yes, Menendez brothers.
Okay. I see what it is.
Yeah, so they're going
just
through
want a
all.
third
So if you
season
love
of the
serial
Michael Mann
killers,
show.
watch this show, Aaron, because they talk. Even though they make up some shit, but they talk about every serial killer, like what their MO is and all that shit, what they do and everything. It's crazy.
They had some of this shit out of order because, like I said, I've watched a lot of shit on Ed Gein, like documentaries and this, that, and the other thing. But
Yeah, I never watched that. The new
it's
one
still
yet,
entertaining.
Monster, but I watched a lot about Ed Gein too. He's a main serial killer. People create like fucking monsters and shit off.
I don't even really consider him a serial killer because he only ever really killed 2 people that they've.
Yeah,
well, that's a good point.
The cannibalism
Chainsaw Massacre
actually already came.
That and Psycho and Silence of the Lambs.
They'll pull a little
Deranged, which was a Canadian film that was the closest to actually doing the Gein story. Your Texas Chainsaw Massacres. Anytime you have a weird old, serial killer, it's very Ed Gein.
I got a book on my nightstand that I didn't finish yet. It's a book of serial killers. It tells every serial killer and what they did and everything.
Yes.
Then you go to the next killer, the next chapter.
See, I got like a serial killer DVD collection.
Damn, you're a hardcore fan.
Where it's just like there's like 20 different serial killers in it.
Cool.
I got that shit back whenever I was in my 20s. I found it in like the $10 bin at Walmart.
Like, why not?
Why not? Were you enjoying the movies or were you studying them?
I mean, you never know.
How to become a serial killer.
I watch a lot of Dexter too, so I mean.
What was
studying
the name? The show that Michael Mann did for Netflix. That they did a lot with Ed Kemper in it. There's only 2 seasons. Mindhunter.
Mindhunter.
I so want there to be, and there isn't going to be. It's been talked forever, but that is probably the best serial killer show I've ever seen.
I agree. And that was like the best portrayal of Charles Manson I've ever seen in a show.
Exactly. And using Ed Kemper as Ed Kemper as he could possibly be. Yeah. It really, he did a very good job of, allowing you to actually relate in that way that, the FBI agents were doing. You go in and record it, but some of them are going to be a lot more talky than others.
Yeah.
They're going to want to be your friend, or they're going to want to use you, or,
Like the series is weird too, the way they broke it down. Cause like you got like Ed Gein stuff going on. Then they'll jump to where like Alfred Hitchcock is making Psycho. And then they jump to where Toby Hooper's making Texas Chainsaw. Then they jump again to where they're filming The Silence of the Lambs. And then it keeps jumping back and forth.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds annoying.
Interesting though.
Like I said, they got some things wrong.
And that's the part that, like I said, that's the part that bothers me because I love documentaries. I love watching. I just watched the Charlie Sheen one the other day.
I haven't watched that yet either, but he's going to be at the Horseshoe in Baltimore next month. I'm trying to get down there and catch him.
Nice.
Oh, before I forget, sorry to interrupt, but watching Hagazussa again maybe want to revisit another folk horror film. This one's Icelandic, called The Juniper Tree from 1990. And it has a lot of similarities, but the main tension is the mother has died, so the sisters have to find a new life. And it's about one sister going toward more selfish dark magic and the other sister going more toward a white magic, but it is in black and white and it's stark and it actually is, it has a very similar feel to Hagazussa and even more of a feel of Bergman than Hagazussa has. But as far as a companion film, and if you want to watch, if you're a fan of Bjork musically, you want to see her do a great role, I highly recommend it. Juniper Tree.
Juniper Tree. Nice. Nice. Oh man, this is definitely a fun night, and I'm glad I got some insight from what you guys thought of the film, just from especially what you and James. I pulled from what you and James were saying, Trevor, about this movie, and part of my theory, which I from what James's theory, but I'm even taking it to the whole time the baby was gone. And then kind of the way she was acting throughout the movie from, from when she's an adult on, it makes a little more sense. And I'm like, okay, I get it a little bit more. So I'm going to move my score up to about a 6.
Okay.
Just from the little because I'm not going back and watch. I know I'm not going back and watching it over again. I know I'm not going to. But I really feel that theory works. That theory works. And then it also works with just, if you take it away from the whole witch thing, just with mental health and all that kind of shit too, with trauma and everything else. So yeah, this is
self-medicating mushroom. Yeah.
But again, it was also back in those
could very
days
much have been a figment of her imagination.
Yeah, it could have been too. That's true.
Yeah. Swinda could just have literally been a personification of the issues that she is dealing with, being so isolated from the rest of people because of what they feel she is. So there's so much in this movie that, it's like, okay, take it as full metaphor or take it as full on literal. But I think for me, why I've watched this a lot is this is a lot like, films like The Wicker Man or like Blood on Satan's Claw or even The Witch. It almost is just like aesthetic candy. So I can put it on in the background and be doing something else. And it's just like, some people have like a fire on their television. I'd rather have this. So yeah, it's just a really gorgeous photography, very stark and
no, it really is.
Yeah,
it really is. But I guess we can get this one going on. A reminder: this Thursday we are reviewing this right here.
So
interesting cover.
This is
it really is. Did it just come out?
It did. It came out this year, actually.
Oh, really?
Awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yes. So we're gonna be doing that this Thursday, 8:00 Eastern time, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. I think it's gonna be
back to Indonesia.
Great time.
I'll be watching as usual.
Awesome.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. And make sure you guys go check out Chad, man, because he's getting ready to do his show in about an hour over at the video store Clerks. Check him out on YouTube. What are you guys reviewing tonight, Chad?
Phantasm.
Nice. They're reviewing Phantasm, which I thought was a good movie. That
whole franchise is very interesting.
I forgot how far I got in that. Damn. You know what?
I seen them all.
I don't know if I did or not, but
I haven't seen Ravager.
I need to, so I'm going to one of these days. But make sure you guys go over there and check them out while they review Phantasm, the video store Clerks. Big shout out to that whole crew. Dope crew. So follow them. And Ambassador Media, of course, you got to follow the professor because a wealth of knowledge, what you hear on every single episode that he comes on here. He may come with some crazy ass. He'll come here with some wild ass movies, but then just tell you some beautiful depth about the culture of the film of the people of that culture with this crazy ass movie of someone ripping someone's nipples off.
It's true because
he didn't show us a movie like that, but I bet you he could find one or he's seen one.
Well, cutting off of a nipple,
ripping.
I'm pretty sure Cannibal Thorax has that in it.
Look at this. That's what I love about this guy right here. He didn't have to think about it.
I was watching this movie and I was like, I can't wait.
I think Zombie also has nipple ripping.
See,
Zombie.
See, this is awesome. This guy's a treasure. Listen.
Oh, but the best nipple ripping is from this wonderfully bad film by Andre Biaggi called Burial Ground. That is a zombie film, but one character it's a mother and a son, and they have a very strange relationship. And as the zombies go in through the mansion, they go into a bathroom. And she holds him and tries to suckle him, and he is turned into a zombie and bites her boob off. So as far as films involving tit munching, Andre Biaggi's Burial Ground is on the top of my list. So
you see this?
Never thought I'd get to say that. So
it's the tit muncher.
Hashtag tit muncher.
Listen.
He's on it.
That's great.
He said tit munching. That's what I'm putting. That's important.
You're gonna get a lot of different things if you're just putting that into Google.
You probably will. Like tit muncher. What is this? You're gonna get the one post on Horror Research 30. What the fuck were they talking about? Yeah. But again, follow Ambassador Media. Check out Ambassador Radio. He will be coming out with some cool content in the near future. But in the meantime, you can always catch him here at Horror Research 30 because he's always welcome. And then, of course, you have James here. We are going to be doing Popcorn and Pints this Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. What movies are reviewing, you ask? I don't remember. I'll get back to
hold on.
Yes.
Scary Movie?
Yes. Scary Movie and Chopping Mall.
Oh my God, Chopping Mall is a classic.
I love that. I'm a fan of both of these films.
Mm-hmm.
Scary Movie's hilarious.
Chopping Mall
is just so fucking fun.
I want to know if Scary Movie
primo
holds up.
80s crap.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I've seen that for the first time within the past 2 years, I believe. Mm-hmm. And it was just, oh my goodness. I loved it.
I saw you guys at Killer Clowns this past week, and I was like, fuck, why I gotta work?
Yeah. Yeah, man. If you're ever free on a Saturday, you're more than welcome. Doors open.
I love that movie.
Both you gentlemen.
Yeah, it's fun.
Actually, I think I might be off this Saturday.
Shit. Well, if you are, let us know.
I'll have to double check my calendar.
Yes, because if you are, come join us. And then, of course, every Tuesday and Thursday until Sturtleween is over. Once Sturtleween's over, we're going back to just Thursdays. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, right here, the Sturtle Vision channel, the Horror Research 30 show. We had a great time. I'm glad that these guys came and joined me. But we're going to get on out of here, people. Again, go check out the video store Clerks at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. You're not doing anything. If you're still awake, I get it.
They run late.
They are. Listen, they work overnight. I get it. I respect it. Go check their show out.